Yes.
And I'm that scientist in that movie. I'm near the three-quarters of the way through there. Then they talk about the scientific part of the hair and talk about
Yes.
that part. I'm that scientist because in my life, I brought the African pickcomb to America.
Yes.
I mean, not by 6 months now. I brought it in 1862. We didn't have a comb prior to that,
Uh-huh.
but an afro.
Uh-huh.
And from the next comb was made is like it was made in 1870, so it was like 8 years before I was in a competition with me making African pickcombs.
Wow.
I made all the wood ones, then I made the plastic ones.
And baby, we done had them all.
Right. You done had them all.
That's right.
Your head, you done use them.
So you are the reason that my afro is so together on my high school graduation picture.
Yeah, and but there's a strange thing about that afro thing. Do you know that it never, as popular as it was for approximately 20 years, it was never a hairdo that was worn formally. When it was time to go to the prom, you press your hair.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, but but hairdressers never did the afro.
And Jackie, remember when you went to your Sweet 16 or something, and Judge Ollie Neal escorted you? He wasn't a judge then. You were wearing your afro.
Yeah, they all wore the afro in that time. But hairdressers never styled it. The hairdressers never styled them.
Well, Dr.
Morrow, I wore my afro to my debutante ball.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, in San Diego, I have pictures of where they did a beauty contest.
With me, but to my debutante ball, yes, I did wear my afro.
That's good.
Yeah, and I've been wearing a big blonde one here in the last few years.
Yes, you got a lot of nerve.
Yeah, I do. Welcome to the chat room, Frank Davis. We love you, baby. He's laughing his butt off too. Dr. Morrow, I want to ask you a few other things. I'd like to ask you if you would give us your thoughts on the presidential race. And
well, we all I'm a little sidewalk radical in a lot of ways.
So are we.
Barack has inherited. First of all, he inherited a mountain of a job.
A complete mess.
Except the mess we already made.
That's right.
And then it took him a couple of years to clean that up.
Right.
So people say he's been in office for 4 years. He's not really been in office for 4 years. 4 years he spent that doing domestic work, cleaning up the mess that was already made.
Absolutely.
So now he's only been in there 2 years, really. And these folk now is expressing the fact that they get tired of the job that he's doing. First of all, the man have never had an opportunity to do his job.
No, he hasn't.
We've been cleaning up the mess that somebody else made.
And they are fighting him on every end.
Yes, the worst job you can do is in housekeeping is to clean up all them dirty dishes after somebody else to cook. They say, well, I cook. Yeah, but cooking may be kind of easy. Doing all them dishes and cleaning up the house is really...
It's amazing to me, Dr. Morrow. We have a segment here at the show called "Let's Ask a Republican."
Okay.
And we found a couple of black wacky ones.
Well, you have to realize that during my career started with a senator, a congressman in San Diego by the name of Van Deelen.
Mm-hmm.
He's the man that brought down Adam Clayton Powell.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't a pleasant sight, but that may have been before your time. But I got indoctrinated under the Nixon and under that whole regime in there. So
yeah.
I've had to play close to the Republicans' handiwork.
Mm-hmm.
That's where a lot of my opportunity came from. How I got my military contract.
Right.
That way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But there is no how can I put it? There's no history lost here. We know where all the bodies are buried. You know, if you're, I mean that's just a term, but
yes.
We know what side what do your mother say? We know side of what
the
side of the bread the butter.
Yeah, what side your bread is buttered on.
And you know, Barack has a tough job, tough road to hoe up there now.
Yes, he does.
These folk are throwing everything at him, but the kitchen sink.
And it burns my blood, Dr. Morrow, when they say.
Let me tell you something that happened that I think that's very serious and very dangerous. Is that minister thing. See, when we threw that abortion and all of that and the gay marriages and all of that over in the pot, we separated the church. And now you got black folks running around here talking about, well, yeah, but I mean, I believe a man should be married to a woman and a woman should be married to a man. Well, yeah, but you see, if we're going to make an issue out of that now, why didn't you preachers say something about that when they were singing in your choir? And they still singing in their choir. And they're still the choir directors. Yeah, right. When they were playing your piano.
Amen. Preach, Dr. Morrow, preach.
You know, so, you know, we done sit up here and it's okay for them to come and sing and play for us all day Sunday. And then on Monday we're going to talk about, yeah, well, I mean, his lifestyle, I don't particularly care about that, but
yeah, you know, get out of here.
What are you talking about? Look, if you're going to go down the road, then let's throw it all out. Throw the baby out with the with the bath water. We're going to do that then.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, Dr. Morrow?
Yeah, it's awful that we can, but we as black folk, we pick and choose our weapons. And what I don't understand, I might well tell you guys, I don't understand why we as black folk keep talking about how well we're doing. I'm saying it's Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. We're going down, but everybody else is going up. Hispanics are going up. Filipinos are going up. And let me tell you, don't let me get on that Filipino thing. So I mean, we sit here and when black folks ask about, even talk about reparation, and that we should be paid for all those years of free labor. And then we get to talking about that, and then the Filipinos, they end up with about $15,000-$20,000 a piece.
That's right.
Because they joined in and helped.
The Japanese got $20,000 a piece.
In Asia, you know, I mean, okay, in the East, out here in Japan, and
the Japanese got $20,000 a piece because they got locked up in the internment camp.
And you ain't never picked an arm up against this man. Indians picked up an arm against the man. Japan picked up arms against the man. China picked up arms against the man. I don't understand. We have never bared arms against this man. We never drew arms against the man. We have fought and liberated him wherever we could fight. Can't get a dime. And let me tell you, America went to the Philippines. The Japanese had captured him, had took his country. America went in there and lost their lives, lost their troops to liberate him and to give him his country back.
Yes.
Why in the devil the hell are we paying him for liberating him? And then we turn around and say, well, he fought along beside us. Hell, he should have. You went over there and liberated him.
And Dr. Morrow, they claim that we don't, and they claim we don't do nothing.
Yeah,
we don't do nothing.
In every war, we
somebody
in the what is it called? English American War?
Yes. Somebody
we fought in the Civil War, we fought in the Mexican American War.
And we saved the Civil War, we saved it.
European War. We done fought in every war. We done fought World War I, World War II. We never bared arms
against nobody. You know, Dr. Morris, someone said to me yesterday, you know, Lincoln freed the slaves and it's the Republican Party. This ain't the same Republican Party.
No.
What the hell are you talking about? And Lincoln he did not want to free the slaves. He had to free them if he wanted to win.
You see, black folks need to listen to it real sincerely and with that third ear.
Yeah, okay, keep your third ear open and keep your third eye on them.
Yeah, Mitt Romney went to the NAACP conference and told them Negroes I'm not going to do a damn thing to help you.
That's
As
exactly.
a matter of fact, I'm going to cancel and get rid of any free
That's right.
programmer that it come across my desk.
Well, you know, Dr. Mara, I was about to tell you, this black Republican that we have come on the show, he's out there in California, Bishop Samuel Polk Jr. He said to me, you know, what has Barack Obama done for you? What is he supposed to do for me?
Well, first of all, he hasn't had time to do anything.
He ain't had time to do shit.
Yeah, I'm with you. He got me. What the hell, he hasn't had time to do anything.
I say all the time.
Up there, and he, I mean, you know, so I'm saying to everybody, I heard perhaps the most unique idea that I think has happened somewhere in Ohio. Some person quoted it last night. The churches went out and registered the people, and then took them to the poll to vote on voting day. Now that, to me, is electrifying.
Yes, souls to the polls, and that's why they are cutting down on the extra days for voting, because and trying to get Sundays out of there, because that's when they get souls to the polls, black folks.
And you know, and what's really.
And Dr. Mara, they say these black Republicans that Jackie and I've had on the show say they don't see any voter suppression. They don't see any racism.
They're not seeing the voter suppression, but let me tell you, black folks got to get out to vote and stop bragging about their register. If you don't vote, it don't make no difference whether you registered or not.
Thank you.
No, they don't count registration. And
I am doing everything in my power, Dr. Morrow, to tell black folks, you can sit here all you want and talk this stuff. I got a little niece. I ain't gonna vote for nobody. Do you know why you're able to walk down the street with a little white boy without your ass and his ass getting hung and burned to death? And if you're in the right spot today, you still can get hung.
Yeah, no, let me tell you. And actually, it is not acceptable anyway. You may be, you twisted it around and made it a woman and a man. Well, hell, he's always been able to walk around the street with a black woman.
Thank you.
Do whatever you want to do.
I should have said it the other way. Thank you.
It's the other way around.
That's right.
The problem is, and whatever they, as the guy said to me, well, she can't fall anyway. She's white. She can't fall because every time they throw her over the fence, we roll up under and catch it before she hit the ground. So, you know, that's how that is.
Well, Dr. Mara, I feel the exact same way, and I'm telling our people, you're taking this voting thing for granted. It's not the law. And, you know, in Alabama, as you know, where you come from, it is still against the law. It's on the books. And they didn't take it off for a reason. It's still against the law for a black man to marry a white woman and vice versa. And any day they want to invoke that law,
they can do it.
They can do it because it's still on the books.
Yeah, you know, I don't have I can't brag about. I tell my brothers and my sisters all the time, brother, we don't have nothing to brag about now. The only thing you can brag about is if you left that hellish place and been able to make something out of your life. Thank God that God, and I was telling someone the other day, in fact, I was looking at something, and I want to ask this question because some of our listeners may hear this. Who's going to step in and do the jobs of America that black folks are doing today?
Nobody.
In the next generation, about 10 years from now, when black Americans that's 50 years old retire at 60, what are the other young blacks are going to do? Because number one is they don't have a work history.
Nope.
Okay, we have a record. Now you have to have good credit to get the job.
Yep. Now you got to have credit to get a job. You're
a criminal, and you have a bad attitude. I don't know.
And you think that drinking.
We got to get the pants up.
Got to get. I say it every day. You know, Dr. Mara, I have a Thursday night show where I support all these great artists who don't get played on FM radio. I support the old school and these young artists. But I tell them, you got to pull your damn pants up before I'll even play your music.
Yeah, if you don't get them bridges
pull your
up,
damn
forget it. Because
that's my law.
Nobody's going to hire you. And the lady said to me, Brother Mar, we have to be very careful about what we prayed for. You see, we prayed for, God, please don't let my children have to work in this Delta hot sun.